Yo, what's up? This is Tearod. Welcome back to my blog as I promote my book, The Best Idea I Ever Had. Right now, you can find it on Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, the Kindle, the Nook, and on iTunes. And as we speak, you can find it on Robertson.com. That's right, baby. You can find it on Robertson.com. Yo, check it out. Check it out. As you already know, my show ain't about me. It's about my guest, baby. It's about my guest. And today I got one of the hottest independent artists out there in the world, the United States, under the universe, baby. You hear me? I got my girl, Soul Dynasty, on the show with me. Yo, what's up, girl? How you living?
What's up? How are you? Thank you so very much for having me on your show.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Yo, look, check it out. Check it out. I'm just flipping through. I'm flipping through a lot of music sites, and I just happened to stop over at iTunes. And I was trying to see how my numbers was looking. Then I looked up, and I hit the button, and I got a little bit of something called Soul Dynasty.
Visions of love is a
Visions of love. I was like, yo, this is off the chain.
I see the
Yo, talk to me about this. Talk to me about this.
Well, I've been singing all my life, and I come from a family of singers. My mother's a singer. My father had a group when in fact, he got his way through college. He and his brothers had a group called the Williams Brothers. So I grew up with music, and so it's just a part of me. And then I met Ezra J., who's still my producer, and I already knew Mr. Aman Rashid with Griot Nation. And so they had a production company, Maroon Nation Productions. So I knew Aman, I met EJ, and I went in the studio, and it was just magic. So I sang on Aman Rashidi's work, Pretty Black Woman, and I sang on Unforgotten Child. From there, Ezra was a co-writer with another sister. I think she was out of Florida or DC, I can't remember. But and there was a song called Uninvited Guest. And it was a part of a movie. The movie was Uninvited Guest, but the song was Kissed by a Stranger. And so I sang that song. The movie, unfortunately, didn't do very, very well. So the soundtrack was never released. But you can look the movie up, and my song is in there on the hot tub scene. So, yeah.
Alrighty then.
Kissed by a Stranger, what? So, and then EJ and I just kept writing and collaborating. And he wrote my song. He wrote the music for the song Visions of Love. And then I had Bernard Wright, who won a Grammy in 1985 for his song, Who Do You Love? He plays the piano on it. And so the producers who were helping me at the time were like, it's called Absolute Beats. And they were like, yo, this song is so beautiful. We don't want to just use, the studio sound. We really want to bring some more live musicians in. And I'm like, yo, my budget's kind of tight for that. They said, don't worry about it. We love this project so much that we will, we'll call in some favors, basically. So, like I said, I got Bernard Wright, but they got the bass player and the drummer to come in. And the song, it's one of my favorite songs. I love it, absolutely love it. I love to sing it. Everybody loves it when they hear it.
Yo, that's what's up. That's what's up. Yo, I check this Vision of Love out. I mean, I pump it at least 7-8 times a day. 7-8 times a day. You know what I'm saying? And but the thing is, we oftentimes we get the studio musicians. We get the studio musician where you can just really blow and get the reverb sounding just right. You know what I'm saying? But check this out. Check this out. I did put the word out. Started talking to some people. You know what I'm saying? They was like, yo. That's Soul Dynasty. She the truth. They was like, I heard her roll even without music. I mean, yo, can we get a piece of what you had? Just give us a little sample of what you got going.
I got you on that. All right, this is a song that I wrote just about the power of love. So I'll just sing a little bit of it. Love, it's to you that I'm coming. That's just the first
That's what's
line
up.
of that
That's
song.
what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. Yo, now check this out. I see. I'm watching this video clip here. You and I mean, you wearing this Coltrane out. Dude. I mean, you got a range that's incredible. I mean, Coltrane. I mean, how you go back to Coltrane? I mean, I don't even
So
think kids even know about Coltrane these
I
days.
know. Listen, it's a lot that a lot of people don't know about how we as a people, and I'm speaking of African people, people of African descent, though I'm a lover of all humanity. But I think that it's really important, especially with the things that are happening today, for us to really affirm ourselves and know our power and know our truth and know who we are. And so when I was a young girl, I started getting into jazz, specifically Duke Ellington. And my uncle, Reedy Williams, he was a disc jockey out in California. So he came to visit and he left all of these albums with my father. My father's put them out in the garage, right? This is the time of turntables, okay? So I was like, yo, I'm going to check this out, right? And so I started playing it. And Lambert Hendricks and Ross and Manhattan Transfer and Duke Ellington and all of these jazz greats, John Coltrane, all of these albums. And my father hears it. He hears me listening as a teenage girl. He hears me listening to this music. And so anyway, I'm listening to this, and then I take a album of Sarah Vaughan's to school. She became my shero when I was in high school. So I mimicked her sound. I wanted to be Sarah Vaughan. I wanted to be Ella Fitzgerald. Those two great women singers. And so at school, in between classes, and at the lunch table, I mean, Arts Magnet is what I know, but Booker T. Washington School for Performing Arts. That's where I really started honing my jazz skills. So I was a part of the Lab Singers, and Bart Morantz was the director. Nana Johnson, who's passed on, Michael Terrell, these kind of people here in Dallas who planted that love for music, and they honed those skills within me. And so we sang and we recorded a album and it actually won. It was a critically acclaimed album by Downbeat Magazine, which is like the premier magazine of jazz artists. And so I just kept singing. I just kept singing jazz. I would show up at different things. I don't get a chance to sing as much but I'm really kind of going back to those roots, back to my love. I'm really wanting to spend more time with educating kids on the power of, we birthed jazz. Jazz is a music that African people in America who classify themselves as African people, African Americans, Black people, whatever you want to call us, that's our music. We birthed that music. And it came out of blues. And we birthed the blues. And the blues, we birthed Negro spirituals, which, there's just like this line, it's Negro spirituals, then the blues, then jazz. And so, and from jazz, you got fusion, you got all kind of things that come out of that. You got R&B, you got rock and roll, you got all this other stuff that comes out of that. So, and it's all from our pain, from our stories, from our suffering. So
that's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's yeah. Up. Yo, before we get off air, tell me this. Can you let's see. Can you tell me where can we find Soul Dynasty?
Please go to Facebook and like my page, which is Soul Dynasty. Right? You can just type in Soul Dynasty in parentheses is my legal name, Zanetta Williams. You'll find me there. You can also find Visions of Love on iTunes. So Visions of Love, just go on there and search it. Soul Dynasty on iTunes, you'll find me there. So yeah, y'all look me up, check me out, and look for me in the Metroplex area. Now, doing some things in Dallas.
What's up? So everybody out there in Tearod TV land, yo, go out there and check out my girl, Soul Dynasty. You hear me? Go out there and check her out. Go pick her up on iTunes. You hear what I'm saying? Look her up. Go like her on Facebook. Like Soul Dynasty on Facebook. I ain't real good on putting out government names. I don't really know what my government name is. I got people looking for me. You hear me? But hey, look, I really do appreciate you taking this little bit of time out to holler at my people out here in Tearod TV land, and we're going to support some Soul Dynasty. You hear me? We're going to support some Soul Dynasty.
All right, then. I appreciate you. Peace to all of you. Thank you so much.
So you have a good one, all right?
You too.